Guys, welcome back. Mount Comfort RV, Greenfield, Indiana. We're going to talk about Coach that just come in the other day. And it's near and dear to my heart, and I'll explain why after a little bit. Here is a 2007 Bounder. It's a 38S floor plan, so it's got 3 slide outs on it. Full body paint. It's got some nice big tires on it that are in good shape. Nice big windshield, power awning over the driver's door, and a lot of other features that we'll talk about as we go around. Now, something very important, and I don't want you to let me forget to talk about this power platform. I've got some things inside the coach I want to share with you, so you remind me when we're inside to talk about power platform. It's something to share with you today. Painted body, hey, nice entertainment system outside. You're going to the race, you're at the campground, you have an outdoor entertainment with a DVD player, stereo system, a TV that rolls out and swivels under your power awning. Real nice little feature out here, already built into the coach. Single paddle latches on all the doors. Makes them quite easy to open up. I want you to take a look at the condition. This is the way the previous owner brought it to me. Okay, slide out tray, remote control for the outside entertainment system. Nice big storage bay. Oh, hey, notice the storage comes out to me. So with a lot of coaches, this is the action you get, you know? Especially bigger guys, man, you're bending over, a little bit of age, you're bending over. It's not a whole bunch of fun getting under sometimes those storage compartments. This comes out, lifts up, get your longer items in there, rods, reels, all that kind of good. Now, one of the things I wanted to talk about, Mr. Cameraman, get in close tight here, is this beam right here, all right? But I want you to remind me inside to talk more about that. Easy LP filling with a remote operated system here. Another storage compartment, low point drains. Fleetwood has always used the PEX plumbing system. It's a nice product, very long warranted product. It expands, so if you were to miss something as far as winterizing, you have a chance of not damaging something with PEX products. Larger water heater, because this is also equipped with a washer dryer combo. This is powered with a diesel engine, a Caterpillar diesel, and an Allison transmission. More batteries, a large inverter, 50 amp service with power management. Let me talk more about power management when we get inside. But remember, 50 amp service, power management. 2 things are important here. I'm leaving you in some suspense today. Welcome back. This is Mount Comfort RV, Greenfield, Indiana. My name is Alan Schwartz, one of the salespeople here, celebrating my 5th year with the dealership and my 23rd year in the industry. But anyhow, the reason I'm sitting here at the dinette is I promised that I wanted to spend some time talking about that little emblem on the side of the coach called Power Platform. And one of the things Fleetwood gave to its salespeople years ago, probably, my gosh, this thing's probably pushing 15 years old now, but I still have it, and it still has the steering wheel. And for you people in the RV business that have received those, you know how precious just the steering wheel alone is. So here's mine, and it's pretty cool. Anyhow, what I wanted to show you today is how this coach is kind of constructed. This is the chassis. Now, pretend for a second the engine's in the back. This is not the important thing. But what is important is this device right here. And this is called their Power Platform. And on Power Platform, what occurs is they put, remember that big rail that I showed you underneath? Now, I got my business card here. Now, what is stronger, my business card like this with all kinds of weight on it, or if I take my business card and I fold it up into this accordion. No, we're not doing origami today, but we're trying here. Bear with me. Okay, now, all right, best I could do it. Okay, now, that beam underneath the coach, and they called it a Paco beam. Now, what is going to hold more weight over top of it? This corrugated beam, see, it doesn't bend, but when it was straightened out, it folded very easily. According it up, and that's what this beam is right here on both sides of the coach, which sits above the rails of the coach. And what Fleetwood did at that point was to build this product in a jig and then align it with the frame of the coach, so that even though this part of the coach or the frame might be just a couple, little bits of an inch here or there, or out of square or kilter, this being built on a jig, being aligned to it and then welded on, made for a very strong, very durable foundation. That's how this coach has been built. Then as they come up, everything, instead of just being butted together, was interlocked. Roofs are interlocked, front caps, rear cap, everything's interlocked with one another so that you have a very strong foundation. Okay, very quiet coach, very, very good running coach, of something fun to drive. And that's why a lot of people go to diesel, is because it's fun to drive. Not to mention bigger holding tanks, more water capacity, bigger fuel capacity, certainly longer engine life, certainly more durability going up and down the hills, things like exhaust brakes to bring you down the hills comfortably. This is part of why you might go from, this would be a great coach if you're looking to go from your current gas unit, or maybe you're getting ready to come into the market for the first time, and you just, all your buddies and everything you've read say, diesel, 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 but you're not ready to step into, some serious, $200,000-$300,000. You just don't know if you're going to use it enough. You don't know if you and your partner are going to be comfortable traveling this way. So it's a great way to start, or it's a great way to move up. Let me tell you why I know so much about this coach. Number one, I traded for it. Secondly, I had the privilege of my oldest son marrying about 2 weeks ago. And I took this off of grounds as the coach to use for his wedding. He did in a state park here in Indiana. And him and a couple of his groomsmen, no big parties went on here, went out and used the coach. And then him and his new bride, his wife, used it for the second night before they left for their honeymoon. Anyhow, I had a really good chance to set it up, to go through all the equipment on it, all the features. The air conditioners blow absolutely wonderfully cool. It was a hot weekend, and I can remember that morning when I went down to visit with him. He goes, "It got cold in here last night. I had to put the second blanket on," which to me is a good thing when you're out. Come and see this thing, and you'll have this is just a wonderful opportunity to get into a really nice diesel coach. Anyhow, let's take a look around a little bit and show you some of the floor plan features. This is called the S floor plan. And what we have on one side here is the sofa. And this particular sofa is a hide-a-bed. It pulls out, so it gives you a larger sofa area, a larger sleeping area, excuse me. And this is what we're known as the jackknife. But what's nice about this particular jackknife is sometimes they just unfold. This one here, I want you to see this here, we pick up an extra 6 to 8 inches of bed space here. So we have a nice sleeping surface, 2 nice beds, and a dinette that folds into a sleeper. So if you have a larger family, if you're going to travel with other people, it gives you a lot of sleeping ability. Cool feature up here, the suspension lowers. And I don't know if you can hear it on the video. What's happening is my airbags are coming down. And why would you do this? Is right when you get parked, you would empty your airbags and then let your jacks out. It does 2 things. It gives more than 2 things. It brings the step down a little lower so it's easier to get in and get out of the coach. It takes the airbags and puts them together. There's blocks of rubber inside those bags. And it gives you a solid foundation. This EMS, it's called Power Management System. And it's developed by a company called Intelitech. And remember I said it had 50 amp service? A lot of coaches in our business today, or some of the older ones, the only way you're going to run 2 air conditioners simultaneously is by plugging into a true 50 amp line. Alright, a lot of your older parks, campgrounds, state facilities, federal facilities that you camp in, are 30 amp power. So So now you pull in there, and it's like, now I got to decide, my front's going to be cool, my back's going to be cool. No. With this feature here, I can plug into a 30 amp service. And I can go over to my thermostat, which is this device right here, and turn on my air conditioners. And what it does is, when an air conditioner first turns on, it pulls a lot of amperage. But once it settles in, the amperage drops. And there's a little window right here that tells me how many amps the coach is pulling. So once I have the ability, the system does it automatically. It allows the second air conditioner to come on. So now I'm running 2 air conditioners, 30 amp service. Now, what are some of those devices that we have around the house or that you would have in your coach that pulls a lot of amperage? 2 items that come close to me is the hair dryer and the coffee pot. Both of those pull some serious amperage. Well, anyhow, if all of a sudden you got the coffee pot running, one of the kids, the wife, somebody's got the hair dryer running, and all of a sudden you're pulling more than 30 amp, it goes, wait a minute. It will shut down one of the air conditioners temporarily until that additional load is removed. Once it's removed, the air comes back online. So it's kind of a brain taking care of your electrical system for you. Really a wonderful feature. It makes the camping even more pleasurable. Okay, so we also have an inverter. An inverter will power things like your outlets while you're traveling. So one of the things that we do seldomly, not seldomly, frequently, that's actually the right word, is my wife will take the crock pot, set the crock pot in the sink and put a bunch of towels around it, okay? Plug it in. We can use the inverter to run the crock pot. So while we're traveling, we're cooking our evening meal. Especially on the first day out. I know we always cook on a grill, we get a fire going, but a lot of times, especially that first day, we're trying to go as far as we can, get away from home. And this way, that evening meal now is already cooked. Kick back under your awning, which is a power awning. Get your chairs out, and now it's time to relax. Corian surface, convection microwave, along with a standard oven and a 3-burner stove, and just an awful lot of storage throughout this RV. As we work our way back here, we have a central vac system, a 4-door Norcold refrigerator with an ice maker. If we can get into the bedroom area, a true sleep number bed with individual left and right remote controls, and this is the Sleep Number brand. A generator start switch right by the bed. So if you're waking up in the morning and you're dry camping is when you're not hooked up to any kind of shore power, and you wanted to start the air conditioner, you wanted to get the coffee pot going, those sort of things, you have that ability. Washer dryer, padded ceiling, extra insulation, keeps it a little cooler, keeps it a little warmer, certainly keeps it quieter. Now check this out, this is sweet. I have a sink here. So we're getting ready for something, brush the old teeth, wash the hands and face. But one thing I really appreciate here is in the water closet, which is a private toilet, I have a second sink. So now I have 2 sinks, more people can get ready. If someone's in the bathroom wants to clean up, you have that ability without coming out. Large shower. Come around this way here. Tony's my cameraman. And with a place to put a leg to wash or shave, place to sit down. Nice dome, you taller guys. And an air conditioning vent in the bathroom, heat in the bathroom, those sort of things. So here we have it. 2007 Bounder 36 S floor plan here at Mount Comfort RV. My name will be on the video. My phone number will be on the video. Give me a call. I'm looking to talk to you about what you have to trade. We arrange financing. It's a sweet home. Don't let this one get away.